Since 2002, Lance Schwartz has dedicated himself to telling the encouraging stories of the many fascinating people who live right here in the Cornhusker State. Tonight, Lance will be delivering the 831st and final edition of his long-running feature series, Lance's Journal. Lance?
Over the past 17 years, I've gotten to meet some of the best and brightest and most memorable people that Nebraska has to offer. And if it would have just been me gallivanting around the state, meeting great people for my own enjoyment, well, that would have been awesome in and of itself. But the fact that I have gotten to share all of these unique personalities with you, the viewers, well, that has really elevated this experience to a whole new level. The very first edition of Lance's Video Journal featured Jim Rose, who had just taken over the reins as the new radio voice of the Nebraska football program.
And good afternoon and welcome again, everyone.
From there, I was able to meet some of the most incredible individuals imaginable. From the 90-year-old judo instructor, to an energetic one-legged cheerleader, to a pastor without a tongue, a blind wrestler, a one-armed tennis coach, and holy cow, I watched this cowboy with no arms saddle a horse with his teeth, each of them inspiring us in their own unique way. I've had the pleasure of sharing with you some people who are very close to me. I've gone down to my beloved hometown of Fall City and done stories on my mom, the author, my dad, the crafty mechanic, and my lovable brother Reed. Once upon a time, I got to chat with the fourth oldest person on the planet Earth. She was born in 1893, and she was 113 years old. Hello, how are you? And I'll never forget Jerry Lamison in O'Neill. He was 100 years old and still bowling and golfing. And the 94-year-old Avon lady in Columbus, who was a real treat. This was definitely a new one. Mike asked Hillary to marry him on camera. Fortunately, she said yes. And Robert K. took the journal to new heights as he was able to summit the tallest mountain on the planet Earth.
His studio is
I've done journals on celebrities such as Dick Cavett, Adam Levine, Tom Osborne, Pat Benatar, and the San Diego Chicken. Of course, you know I've always had a soft spot in my heart for all of the collectors, from the Beatles to M&Ms to frogs to all things Christmas, clocks, and they have musical clowns. I was lucky enough to try out for the Husker basketball team.
Stop. Where'd you get the headband?
Target. I've also had the good fortune of crisscrossing the state to gather nearly 500 Our Town stories, oftentimes joined by my buddy Ken.
Great to be here. I was told there'd be free lunch.
Precocious children, talented musicians, and uplifting athletes have continually proven to be great reminders of what has always made the good life great for me. It has truly been one of the great blessings of my life to have been able to share with you all these stories of so many amazing people. I can never thank you, the viewers, enough for all of your encouragement and support that you've shown me over the years, and for inviting me into your homes. I have really appreciated your story ideas and your feedback along the way. I hope to continue to use my 1011 Facebook page to continue to inspire all of you, my fellow Nebraskans. And if you ever need a quick fix of a vintage journal or two, you can go to the Lance's Journal YouTube page, where I have the majority of the journals ready for viewing. I'm really excited about the next chapter of my own personal journey, in which I'll be working in marketing as a videographer right here in Lincoln. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you down the road. Until then, farewell, my friends, and God bless you all.
You know, when it comes down to it, television journalists are storytellers. And when it comes to storytelling, there's none better than Lance. Thank you, Lance.